Guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my top winter palettes of 2022, and I have 10 palettes in front of me. So if you guys want to see what are my top winter palettes, then please keep on watching. So in no particular order, let's begin. So the first winter palette that I have to talk about is from Odin's Eye, and this is the Giant Wolves palette. Now you guys must have seen my recent video where I reviewed this palette and I did one look with this. This is such a beautiful winter palette and like such a beautiful color story, I would say. Oh my god, I'm in love with this multi-chrome shade. Like, look at that. Just look at that. Like, it has a blue, it has pink, it has silver. It's just so beautiful. I cannot even tell you. Like, look at that. Oh my god, I'm in love. Like, all the shimmers, all the mattes, they're super blendable, they're super buildable, and this just screams winter to me. And even the packaging for that matter, like, it's white walls. Like, I don't know, I get like, you know, Game of Thrones kind of vibes with this palette. I absolutely love it, and this would be my #1 winter palettes for 2022. Now, I wear the most like cool tones in the winter season, so for that reason, I'm going to take my Nabla's Cutie palette in the shade Platinum for another choice for the winter palettes, and this is such a beautiful color story. Now, I absolutely love these grungy, cool tones for winter season. I absolutely love it. And I am so amazed like with the quality of these palettes. Like, I love Nabla eyeshadows. Like, it's no surprise at all. Like, let me just swatch a few shades from each of the palettes. Like, look at that. Like, what else do you need? Like, I absolutely love this palette. Beautiful. I have absolutely no complaints about this palette, and definitely this is going to be one of my favorite winter palettes of 2022. Another shade that really comes into my mind for winters is blues, and for that reason I'm going to put my BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette as another option of the winter palette. Now this like screams winter to me, like with those beautiful blues and greens and those purples and those like icy shimmery shades. Like, the holographic background would just throw you off, but this palette is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love this palette. I need to swatch this shadow. Like, it's so beautiful. Let me swatch this too. Like, why not? Like, look at that. Look at that. And it's no surprise at all. Like, I love BH quality. This is like an exceptional palette. If you ask me about the quality, I love this. Another palette that I absolutely wanted to mention for this winter palette series is Huda Beauty's Mercury Retrograde palette. Oh my god, I don't know. This palette is like so beautiful for like winter season, and even for that spring season, I would say you can rock this palette. Like, I love the pastel, like iridescent fairy dust kind of shimmers running all throughout this palette, and I love these tones in like winters, and I love to wear like mauvey tones in winter. Oh my god, I cannot. And this palette is beautiful. Like, let me just swatch a few of the shades. Like, why not? Because it's stunning quality. I love it. I just love this palette. Like, look at that. Are you kidding me? And the packaging? Can we take anything away from the packaging? I love. I know a lot of people do not like Huda's eyes on the palette, but I think this palette, like, it's beautiful. Okay, let's move on to another palette, which is from Beautybay, and it is their Age of Opulence palette. Now, this is another beautiful tones for like holidays and winters, and oh my god, if you are like medium tan, deep, dark skin tone, you need this palette. Like, you would absolutely be amazed with the color story, with the quality of the shadows. Like, oh my god, I just love it so much. Like, look at that. Look at that. Oh my god, where should I swatch? Like, I have no words, guys. I just have no words. Are you seeing that? It just blows the jewel tones out of the water. And I love that this is affordable. I love that the quality is absolutely amazing. And I love that it has like jewel tones. My only complaint about this palette is that it doesn't have like too much of like mid-tone shades for the transitioning area. But I think for like deep dark skin tones and for like medium tan skin tones, this would be absolutely amazing. Or if you like colorful shadows like blues, greens and purples, this is going to be your best friend. Okay, let's talk about another Nabla palette, which I absolutely love to wear in winters, and that is Nabla's Secret palette. Now, this is the palette that I have in my crease today, and oh my god, I love it. I have Contigo and I have Mia Culpa in the crease, and oh my god, look at these tones. Like, look at these tones. I absolutely cannot. Like, these tones are magical. Like, it's just magical. I just need to show you guys. Like, look at that. Look at that. Let's swatch here. Oh my god, this is beautiful. It is muted, but it is colorful, and these tones are so lovely, so lovely. You can definitely go with, like, when I see this palette, I can definitely see in like 3 sections. I have like a beautiful warm tone neutral color story here. I have a cool tone here, and I have like a rosy tone row here. Love. If you are like intimidated by this eyeshadow palette, I would say just break it down into 3 sections and you would create some beautiful looks. Okay, another palette that I really wanted to mention is Anastasia's Subculture palette. I recently did a get ready with me using this palette, and I absolutely love the look that came out with. And I basically used Mercury, All Star, Dawn and Cube on my eyes, and this color story is so wintry, so muted, but jewel tones. Like, I love grungy jewel tones, like, which is not like rainbow shades, but it is colorful but very muted. I love those shades to wear for like medium tan skin tones, and this is no exception. Like, the quality of this eyeshadow palette that I have with me, I think it performs just like my other ABH shadows. Like, I have no complaints with this palette. I know a lot of people initially who tried this palette were like complaining that there's a lot of fallouts out of this palette. But I recently got this palette in my collection and I cannot be more pleased. Like, I love it. Okay, let's put like a colorful palette in our collection in the winter palette. And I would prefer my Pat McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette. Like, I know, like, you can wear this all year round, but these beautiful tones are like so gorgeous. Like, I love pinky tones. I love those greens and blues that are included. This beautiful black with like shimmer running throughout. And this duochrome is my favorite. Like, I love it. I would say like my favorite shades out of this palette is this duochrome, this lavender purple shade, and this blue shade. Like, so beautiful. All around this palette is like, I've done 5 looks using this palette on my channel already, and also like my review video. So you basically have 6 looks using this palette on my channel. Definitely check it out if you want some inspo looks. I love it. I absolutely love it. The next palette that I have to talk about is BH Cosmetics Passion in Paris palette. Now, if you love purples and if you love like those teal greens, oh my god, this palette is for you. Like, the quality, I cannot take away from the quality at all. I love this shade of purple. Oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love this. This is like my standout shade in the palette, and this matte. Beautiful shades. Beautiful. Oh my god, I have to swatch this too. Oh, these shades are so lovely. So lovely. Oh my god. Look at that. Like, these 3 shades. It's stunning quality. Like, stunning quality. Love it. Absolutely love it. It just screams winter to me. And oh my god, I cannot wait to play with this even more. I know I'm going to do a 5 looks using this palette in the future for sure. I just do not have time as yet, but I would definitely do that for you guys. I know a lot of people were asking about it. I'll definitely do it. And last but not the least, I wanted to include some single shadows for this winter palette galore, and I definitely want to include my JD Glow shadows because I feel like these like fairy dust shimmery shadows, it's so beautiful for like one and done looks in the winter season. I love it. Like I absolutely love it. I basically have this shade Macaroon all over my eyelid today. Like underneath that, I do have like a pinky, like duochrome shade from the Subculture palette, which is Cube. But over that, I have like all over shade, which is called Macaroon from this palette. Oh my God, I love the way it sparkles, and when you go outside in sunlight, it just shines like no other. Like I love JD Glow shadows, and I cannot recommend this enough. I have done like a swatch party using these JD Glow shadows. Oh my God. You need to watch that. I love it. And those were the eyeshadows that I really love to use in the winter season. I would say during this January, you're going to see a lot of these palettes in action. So definitely do stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comment section below which is your top winter palette in your collection. And if I do not have it in my collection, I'll definitely want to try it out. But that's all for today. If you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.